Shelley Winter Show, live, local, topical, and relevant. So I was talking to a good friend. As a matter of fact, you know my friend. You prayed for her son. Her name is LaKendra Ford, and her husband, Michael. Her son, Liam, was at Children's Healthcare, and you prayed very hard. Liam's now recovering and doing a rehab, and he's going to be fine, right? And you prayed. I appreciate all of you, but you prayed for this young man, and I appreciate all of you. I was talking to her earlier today. We saw each other at the Jazz Festival, and a lot of things are going very well in my life. A lot of things. By the way, I'm not sure if we're allowed to talk about it, but this show, we're doing numbers on this show that are unheard of for night radio. And I think I'm allowed to say that. It's unheard of what we're doing, what you're doing for this show at night. Not me. It's you. You listen. I'm just sitting here talking. But you guys are listening to the show in higher and higher numbers every single week. And it's fabulous. It's wonderful. It's awesome. It's God. And I realized in talking to my friend that you know I've been through a lot over the last maybe 10 years. I lost my mom. I lost my dad. Had some ups and downs in my career. Had love loss. Head over heels in love and lost that. So I've had some ups and downs. And now everything is. It seems like God is saying, "Okay, dude, I got you." And he's always had me, but you know what I'm saying? He's saying now, I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it every single day I wake up. That there's a spirit around that's always been around me, a guiding, protecting spirit that I've always had in my life. But now it's an uplift spirit. It's a spirit pulling me towards success and growth and happiness. More importantly than anything else, happiness. And we were talking, and she said, you know, it might be time for you to rededicate your life to the Lord. And I said, you know, I've been baptized so many times in my life. I was baptized as a baby. I was confirmed. Then I did it again when I was like 30. Then I did it again maybe about 7 or 8 years later, maybe 3 times in my life, twice as an adult. She said, you might want to do that. Cleanse yourself. Start afresh. Rededicate your life to God. And I said, you know what? That is not a bad idea. Let me cleanse these spirits that are around me, these dark spirits, these evil spirits, these I don't have your best interests at heart spirits from around me. And the only way to do that is to go rededicate myself to God and rebaptize myself, rededicate myself to God and the Lord. I said, it's not a bad idea. So I picked up the phone. We hung up the phone, finished talking. We hung up the phone. And I called my church, Word of Faith. Actually, I called my good friend Charles Houston, who's one of the ministers at Word of Faith. We went to college together. I know he and his wife, they're angels. They've been together, I don't know, since college. I think they came to college as a couple. I don't know. They've been together so long. I called them up and say, hey, you know, I'm thinking I want to get baptized again. I want to do it at our church. How do you do that? What's the process? They told me to call the church office. I called the church office. A lovely lady picked up. And she says, we have a baptism class coming up June 28th, Sunday. I looked, I said, oh man, it's a month away. I said, is it too late? Can I get in? And she said, June 2nd, start looking at this website. Go to the website, WOF family.org or something like that, /baptism, and go there starting on Tuesday, the 2nd or 3rd. It'll open up for the June class. But fill it out quickly because it fills up quickly. I said, okay. So on June 2nd, Tuesday, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to see if it's open. If it's not, I'm going to go again on Wednesday the 3rd, and I'm going to keep going until it opens up, and I'm going to sign up to get baptized, rededicate my life to Christ on June 28th at Word of Faith. And it's a cleansing for me. I'm ready. I see what God is doing in my life. I see it clearly. I see it with the people that he brings around me to protect me from those who are coming around me who want to do me harm. And I'm not talking about harm, physical harm or financial harm. I'm talking about spiritual harm. People that are coming around sucking the very life out of me at a time when life is being poured into me by my God. and good things are happening. I see it all around me. I see it. But I also see the people who are trying to do me harm. And as my friend Lakendra said, flush them out. Wash them out. Cleanse your spirit and start again. So that's what I'm going to do on June 28th at Word of Faith. I'm telling you that now because I'd like to see if you feel the same way I do. If you feel there are people around you or who have been around you that are just sucking you dry, your life's energy, your spirit, and everything. If you feel like your life is moving, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. If you feel that way, go do it at your church too. Whatever your faith tradition is, whatever it means for you to do it, cleanse yourself. Rededicate yourself to your God. Your belief system, Allah, Buddha, Jehovah, whatever your faith tradition is. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but rededicate yourself to that entity. In my faith tradition, I'm going to baptize. I'm going to get baptized again. The dunk and the whole thing. The dip in the head and the water and everything. I'm going to do it again. And this time, I'm going to come out cleaner, fresher, happier, more of a glow, more of a discerning spirit, not a challenging spirit. More of a discerning spirit that says, be gone, bad spirit. To the point where I may come out of it on June 29th where the bad spirits don't even come around because they know they have no shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told that story for you to put on your calendar June 28th to join me at church service. At Word of Faith. I'm going to get baptized. You want to join me? Come sign up as well. Or go to your church and do it, and I'll come visit you when you do it at your church. But let's all rededicate ourselves to God or Allah or Buddha or Jehovah, whatever it is you believe in. Let's rededicate ourselves. Let's clean ourselves of these dark spirits that are surrounding us. And if we all do it, wow, how powerful that could be. We'll be right back. It's the Shelley Winter Show.